What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boston Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. Back on that Boston grind, early morning grind. Now y'all know what it is. And I told you guys I was gonna segue into Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence video real quick. But shout out to my boy IOBTA Corray. Hey, y'all go follow his new channel. I'm gonna leave the link in the description, and show love and I show love back. Click the description and subscribe to his new channel. He's starting up a new channel, for whatever reason that is. The old channel's done, so y'all follow my mans and click the link and give my boy a follow. Let's help him get started. He just started like an hour ago, so you know what it is. But this right here is the big money fight, the big potential pay-per-view fight, or big regular TV fight. This is gonna be the big fight that delivers. If Errol can get past Keith Thurman or Terence, whoever fight Keith Thurman first, if Keith Thurman just got out the way and he's got to fight, this is going to be the fight that's going to deliver. This is the fight that I can't see missing. We seen Lomachenko and we seen Rigondeaux miss. Golovkin and Canelo was a good fight, but I think a lot of people expected more. I mean, Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather was a shit fight, but it over exceeded a lot of people's expectations in the hardcore boxing community. Anthony Joshua and Klitschko, it finally exceeded some heavyweight hype there. But this is the fight that's going to break that. And I understand that it's not a Mexican, Puerto Rican, UK fan base following either one of these guys. I understand that both of these guys don't have a flamboyant and a very colorful personality. But what I can tell you about both of these guys is, when you read into the personality, the trash talk and the personality and all that riffraff that sells the fight, 9 times out of 10 the fight doesn't live up to expectations. Look at Floyd Mayweather versus Oscar De La Hoya. It really didn't. All them years of Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather didn't really live up to it. We did a lot of discussions about Juanma, Lopez, and Gamboa. It never happened. We have all these dreams and ambitions of these big fights, and when they finally happen after years of business and years of dancing around each other or whatever it may be, 90% of the time, in my opinion, those fights never live up to the expectations. But I think this fight has a potential to exceed and smash expectations. There's no doubt in my mind that it's going to live up to expectations unless something fluke happens, injury or whatever it may be. But this fight is going to exceed and smash expectations when it does happen, if both of these guys continue to win. And I predict they both will, because both of these guys have that personality and persona of just a southern dog, and a real southern dog. And I'm not sure if Nebraska is really considered the South, but Crawford has them southern traits. Really nice, mannerable type of guy, but if he has to get his hands dirty, he will. And that's Errol Spence. Both of these dogs ain't scared to get their paws dirty, man. They both ain't. They got that quiet demeanor. They well-mannered. But guess what? When they get into that ring, when you ask them a question, they're very confident, and they don't miss no words about self-belief. Both of these guys is some dogs, man. And you put 2 dogs in there together, or you put 2 lions in the jungle and tell them to battle out and one gonna come out. Somebody gonna get hurt in this fight. Somebody gonna leave on a stretcher. Somebody gonna get stretched, or they both gonna be on some Rocky Balboa or Apollo Creed 1 and get put on the stretcher and get wheeled up out the motherfucking arena. And I bet you a pretty penny on that, because ain't no back down in Errol Spence and ain't no back down in Terence Crawford. Now Keith Thurman, it's some back down in him. He dance around you, box, stick, and move. He gonna do what he need to win. Both of these guys want to win by extreme will and putting the pain on you. They want to whoop you. It's no 2 ways around it. They don't want to box and win to a decision. But if they have to, especially in Crawford way, he can finesse and box and move to a decision. But he'd rather go straight through you. And, in the Victor Postal fight, I know it's clicking through your mind. You're like, well, Crawford didn't really do that with Victor Postal. But he did. He did what he had to do. He dropped Postal as well a couple times, I believe. But he did what he got to do. But the difference is between Postal and Errol Spence not gonna let Crawford box circles around him. That's not gonna be an option for too much longer. You see with Kell Brook, he was able to make that adjustment and rip the body. And I think, both of these guys just gonna dog it out in the middle of the ring, man. I just can't really articulate it in the best way like I usually do. It just got a very strong feeling I got, and I hope this ain't one of them fights that just slipped through the cracks. Oh, what if it could have happened because of Bob Arum and Al Heyman relationship? Oh, I wish we could have seen it. I hope it ain't one of those. Or 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the line, we get to see them when they not at their peak, or we got to see them at 154, potentially 160 years down the line. I hope that ain't one of those situations, because this is a fight that can save boxing, in my opinion, especially if it's on free CBS or regular TV. I think this is a fight that can be boxing savior. In a world right now where the NFL is on supreme decline in ratings because of the situations they going through that I've been talking about the last couple of days, America's looking for a sport that can step up and snatch that number one spot. And this is the type of fight at the right time. It could do that. It could make kids want to throw in the gloves. You know what I'm saying? It can completely drown and kill the UFC, which is already on its deathbed. And you see Dana White's trying to get into boxing. NBA, that's on the trending up. But if you have a fight like this where a lot of kids around the world can see, two guys that pridefully can build back the offensive, prominence that boxing used to have before a lot of people went defensive, and in boxing, we can get two dogs in here that's athletic, that can show some defense, that can show some off, and show everything they got in the ring into an epic battle where the masses can see, and if it promoted right, this could save the sport of boxing and make it popular again. We gone.